وفي العز للعبد الذليل تبلغ بالقليل من القليل بالقليل من القليل وأي الزاد للسفر الطويل وأي الزاد للسفر الطويل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين حبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم أجمعين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحق من ربك فلا تكونن من الممترين. صدق الله العظيم. Beloved viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His final communication to entire mankind, tells us, Al-haqqu min rabbika, the truth is from your Lord. فَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُمْتَرِينَ. So all of you do not ever be of those who waver and who are reluctant to speak the truth and to deliver the truth. The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, adding to this, said, قُلِ الْحَقَّ وَلَوْ كَانَ مُرًّا. Speak the truth even if it proves to be bitter and distasteful to the others. You speak the truth. Truth is a pure subject and a pure object. Iqbal says, Batil dui pasand hai, haq la sharik hai. Falsehood loves duality and plurality. But truth is la sharik, has no compare, is alone, la sharik, like Allah. Allah is la sharik, truth is la sharik. And of course, one of Allah's attributes is al-haq. Shirkat miya na e haq o batil na kal kabul. Never try to mix truth and falsehood. Never accept this evil. This is what he says. So we find that Allama Iqbal is a speaker of truth, and it has made him unpopular in certain circles. And like me, I have given so many talks, must be 80 by now, on Allama Iqbal. And people tell me, who is this Iqbal? Why don't we hear him? Why don't we see that people who have learned Urdu so many years ago and who know Urdu literature, why don't they quote him? Why don't they quote him? So the problem is that Iqbal speaks the truth and spares no one. If you are untruthful, false, hypocritical, he opens his mouth and he talks. That's why he says, अपने भी खफा मुझसे है बेगाने भी नाखुश अपने भी खफा मुझसे है बेगाने भी नाखुश मैं ज़हर हलाहिल को कभी कह न सका कंद. My own friends, those who are dear to me, are not happy with me. Neither are those who are outside my circle happy with me. My friends sometimes are very angry with me because I do not ever confuse poison with sugar. Poison is poison, sugar is sugar. So, कहता हूँ वही बात समझता हूँ जिसे हक़. And I only speak that which I believe and I have analyzed to be the truth. So there are many. Then that is why he has been kept out of the discussions. Whereas I say myself, I have been to India, I have been to Pakistan. Iqbal is nobody. Nobody. I tried to get a shikwa and jawab-e-shikwa in Urdu. You can't get it easily in India. And yet the Indians, they put him right on top. You listen to in All India Radio. You listen to Indian television every time. Sare jahan se acha Hindostan hamara, hum bulbule uski wo gul sita hamara. They sing Iqbal on the airwaves. Every day his name is taken in India. But when you go, and I have been to the mimbars in the subcontinent, Iqbal is a nobody. He's a nobody. But when you see, as I have said before, the most studied Muslim of the last century, the most studied analyst of Islam for the present day, Allama Iqbal. But yet we will not hear his name. But when he arrives, and he was in many conferences in London and other places, and he was a prominent person whom we can take an example from. And he fits in what the poet says, जब किसी बज़्म में पहुंचा है मोहम्मद का गुलाम, जब किसी बज़्म में पहुंचा है मोहम्मद का गुलाम, अपनी हर काम में मुमताज नजर आया है. When the true slave of Muhammad presents himself in any gathering, any conference, in any congregation, you will find that he is mumtaz, second to none, non-parallel, the best, most excellent person. And Iqbal used to prove himself to be that wherever he went. Because he was Muhammad ka ghulam. There is no doubt about it. His love for the Nabi was boundless. And everyone who knows him knows about his love for Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. But he has been shortchanged. Because he was not a one-dimensioned Muslim. Islam, utlubul ilm, walau kana bis-Sin, well-known hadith. Seek knowledge even if it be in China. You know, it was China to Arabia in those days. First of all, to traverse the Arabian desert before you reach China. Or the seas, and the Arabs were no sailors at that time. You have to have knowledge. He was a multifaceted scholar. He knew everything nearly about anything. You could ask him and he will be able to tell you. Because Muslims do not live in an island, and they are not an island. They belong to the entire world. Their master and their leader is Rahmatul lil Alameen. He is a mercy and a grace to entire creation, all of mankind, all of humanity. We have to interact with them, not to be in island. So people didn't like him. And up till today, go and ask people who know Urdu, who have come from the institutions of Indo-Pak, they hardly know a smattering. Even they will ask you, who is Iqbal? Is that a brand name for some tea or coffee? But this is why. Why did they want? Because he only spoke the truth. He saw anybody that was doing wrong, he spoke out against them. He says, Gaya daur sarmaya dari gaya, tamasha dikhakar madari gaya. The era of the capitalist exploiter is gone. Just as a person who comes with a passing show and fanfare, he shows you the monkey dancing or doing anything, and he passes on to the next village. So will the era of capitalism go. And capitalists don't like him. Go to Pakistan. Go to Pakistan. And you will find out. They hardly quote. I've had personal experience. I've been with some of the top echelon of businessmen. They can quote Iqbal, but they will have schools running and not a word of Iqbal is being taught. They asked him, I said, why don't you teach Iqbal here? Because I believe, and you can ask anyone who has at least read the Shikwa and Jawab-e-Shikwa, that if our kids only get into these books and know it and know all the facts that lead to all the different adventures of the Muslims and all the different actions of the Muslims, they will be full of spirit and enriched in every way, in character, in action, and so on. So They will not teach. And you hardly can get a copy of Shikwa and Jawab in India amongst the Muslims. And that is, he doesn't ask you to fight with the non-Muslims. Mazhab nahi sikhata, aapas mein bair rakhna, Hindi hai hum watan hai, Hindostan hamara. Religion doesn't teach us that we must be at variance with one another and quarrel and fight and insult each other. He says, we are all Indians and Hindustan, India belongs to us. And they sing that today, all of them. But the Muslims know nothing. So that is why we ask, why don't you bring Iqbal? Oh, those who call yourselves learned. Because he is multifaceted. We have so-called leaders who have one speciality, and we don't even know what that speciality is. Therefore, Iqbal says, "Qaum kya cheez hai, qaumo ki imamat kya hai, isko kya samjhe ye bichare do rakat ke imam." What is nationhood, nation building, and what is the leadership of nations? What will these people who are fit to lead 2 rakat salat know? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide each one of us to his true path, which reaches the heavens, and we on earth can benefit in every way from his path. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyil kareem. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
العز للعبد الذليل تبلغ بالقليل من القليل بالقليل من القليل وعيسد للسفر الطويل وعيسد للسفر الطويل وفي عصيانه عار ونار وفي عصيانه عار ونار وفيه البعد مع خزي وبيل